Hey guys, welcome back to another Beard Guys World of Tanks console replay. Today we are on Xbox and we are back in the AMX Chaffee. This is a game I had a little while ago. This was from when I was trying to get my 3 marks of excellence, I believe. Yep, it was, because there are only 2 marks I think I can see on my gun barrel. But it was during that little period. You can see we've got 3 clips of Prem shells loaded and running coffee. Although coffee I'd run anyway. But the Prem shells probably wouldn't normally run quite so many. But I'm not in full try hard scrub 3 mark mode. I haven't preloaded the APCR at the beginning. We're rolling in gently, going in softly, guys, with standard rounds, and go for the quick reload. Sorry if there's a few visual issues on this clip. It was when my capture card was playing up a little bit. There we go, managed to land one into that guy. There's the AMX AC-46, a kind of annoyingly armoured tank that I end up wasting a few shots on. But we do have a nice juicy tiger there, which is a much nicer target for me to shoot at. Try and put one into the top of the AMX, but it isn't really going my way on that guy. So we're on Live Oaks. This is a really good map for light tanks, I think, or it's certainly one I really enjoy. Maybe ones with decent crews, I guess, and it kind of depends on what everyone else does. But I tend to, I find the other spawn does a lot better for me. I tend to go right into the swamp, find bushes in the middle in the swamp, and spot out from there. This side, I probably tend to go to here first of all and just see how the battle develops, and then kind of move around a bit. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think I've put up 1 or 2 replays going from the other side in light tanks, so I thought it'd be interesting to show one from here. It's quite a fun battle as well. It's got quite a nice, quite a close ending. So I think you guys will enjoy it. There we go, T21 spotted. Get a shot into him. Try to fire one more before we back off. There we go. Just that extra little bit of damage. This is me in full on marks of excellence mode. So every little bit of damage I can get, every extra assisted is gold dust for me right now when I'm in this mindset. So you can see we've already had a pretty solid game. Oh, there's the yep, sorry about the video issues. Don't worry, they won't happen really in future, aside from if I'm digging out old replays from a short period of time where my capture card was rogered. This was my my posh new cap internal HD 60 Pro or whatever it is, Elgato. It just seems to have broken, so I've actually gone back to the old one that we used back from when we first started the channel, and it's working fine now. So that's what we're using in the current day videos. But anyway, there we go. The 38 NA has gone into the middle, but he's not really going to have too much luck there, because if he shows himself, he's going to get pretty wrecked. He's in a spot I like to go to, though. It's a very aggressive spot. I normally kind of move there in stages, sneakily, using several bushes on the way. And I wouldn't really go there if I'd been spotted in the first place. If anyone knew I was there, I think it's a good spot to go to if no one knows you're there. If people know you're there, then it's very easy to get spotted out and killed like that. There we go. We get shot in the side, but we managed to thankfully repair and get out there before anyone can hammer me too much. We had a lot of spots this game. We spotted 10 of the enemy team and got 10 damage and shots away already, which I'd be pretty pleased with. But the just struggling with that gun depression there. You can see the camo I've got in this tank with the crew I've got. It's pretty ridiculous. 265 meters we were with that guy without getting spotted. Not really in the bush as well. I think we were probably through that bush and not getting camo from it. So there's pretty decent camo ratings there. And we threw a couple of APCR shells that AMX's way as we've been struggling to pen that dude. So I decided to reposition at this stage. I could see those guys were pushing to that corner where I'd been previously. So we fall back nicely. That guy's found himself a little bit out of his depth now, as he is kind of expecting an easy kill on me, I think, or maybe some flanking shots into those heavy tanks. But unfortunately, all he found was death. So moving back to the spot that I was working quite nicely. Now that guy's down. We see what's going on, see what that OI is doing. Try and find a kill shot on this tiger. There we go. Job done. And keeping things pretty even with the battle at the moment. Oh god, there's a whole bunch of them over there though. They've really been camping on that little sniping spot heavily this game. And it's getting quite risky for me to do what I'm doing now. There's a nice juicy SU though. Oh, a bit unlucky with that one. And we can't really afford to sit there and fire any more shots, knowing that there are 3 or 4 tanks back there firing on us. But things are looking, I'd say they're looking okay at this stage in the battle for the teams. So, I mean, pay attention to that as we get to the end. We've got a decent number of tanks on the railroad, although they're not really pushing forward. And we've still got a few tanks where I am. What is probably most concerning now, though, is the fact that I'm already down to, what, 7 normal rounds and 8 APCR rounds. So we don't have a huge amount of ammo left. We've got 15 shells, which is, what, not quite 3 clips worth. But we'll do what we can. We don't want to waste shots, really. This thing's not the best at firing on the move. I know I've had a good enough. This will be just what we've got: 18 pens, 7 assists, 8 assists. I know that'll be enough to make my MOE go up a little bit at the moment. It'll definitely not go down from that. But keep in mind the damage output per shot is pretty low, so you need to do quite a few shots to do enough. Well, you certainly did on Xbox anyway. But that said, you know, when you're going for MOEs, you don't just want to go up a little bit, you want to go up as much as you physically can. So that's what we're trying to do. Just trying to finish off this guy because he's got a disgusting big gun that I don't want to get shot with, or any of my teammates to get shot with. But I feel like, you know, I'm the priority right now. Not for long, because we only have 10 shells left, and we're going to get through those quite quickly. So there we go, either first hit of the game. Pretty pleased with that. First damage received to the game, 21 pens, and 8 assists later, and 4 kills, and 11 spots. Not that they really do much for you. So there we go. We decide to fall back again. Our team has kind of fallen pretty badly over that side now. Just see if we can get some shots into the front of this guy. I'm not really sure what the armor is, but I feel like, you know, it's a French heavy. They don't have super armor. I might be able to get through. We get one in the side there. He's nicely side on for a bit. And maybe one on the side of the turret. There we go. But now we are down to 1 AP round and 3 APCR rounds. And 6 enemy tanks remaining. And I don't know if you guys are any good at maths, but it's not looking too promising for my skills of being able to clutch this battle right now. So there we go. There is our 1 AP shell. And I think this was a while ago, but I seem to remember that was the stage that I noticed that I had low ammo. I didn't even realise. I'd just been kind of doing my thing, chipping away. And it wasn't until I fired that clip off of 1 shell and suddenly looked down and thought, oh crap, that's not great. So there we go, fire 1, fire 2, we've got 1 left. Can we grab kill number 5? Oh shit. Well, okay, there we go guys, we're out of ammo. Something that happened not very often in this tank for me. I think it happened maybe twice, something like that. 2 or 3 times, not much though. This is the only one I can really remember. I think there was one where I got a fade-ins maybe, or was that the light? No, that was the Lycan. I think I got the fade-ins medal in. Yeah, it was, because I had my clip of HE. But I like this, I really like the ending to this game. So I was like, okay, well, what can I do? There were 2 options really. This was option 1. Dive through the middle and try and not get spotted and get to their cap, which somehow has worked. I did not think I'd managed to get through the middle there, but we managed to beautifully angle that escaping run and dart through the middle without getting spotted. It felt like it was pretty hopeless, like the odds of me being able to get on the cap out fully without them coming and resetting it, or just capping themselves, because they're right there and there's 2 of our guys. But you never know, if our 2 guys manage to fight them off for 2 minutes, could work. So that was option 1. You know, very, very slim chance, but we might get the win. Option 2, you know, in MOE grinding hindsight, that might have been more effective. So there you go, look, one of our team killed a guy. Option 2 would have been just suicide ramming someone at the highest speed possible, preferably the weakest armoured guy I could find, and farming that a little bit more damage. Or maybe I guess I could have driven up there and tried to distract the enemy a little bit, made them think that I had some ammo left, go around behind them, but you know, I think it was a fairly lost cause at this stage. We didn't go for the suicide ram, we didn't go for the distraction technique, we went for the cap. We're in a 1v5, we've got a minute and a half left to cap. and we cannot fire because we are out of shells. Sadly, it looks like the Kolobanovs is probably not going to be on. They've got one guy on the cap already. There we go. There's number 2. And it is good night Vienna. Game over AMX Chaffee. We give it a little wiggle of the butt in case any of my team are still looking, you know. I don't want to think that I've not tried. So we have as much fun as you can have in a empty cap circle with no chance of winning. So, I mean, yeah, there's nothing to do. I sit here, you never know, maybe one of them would have got cocky and driven off and tried to come and kill me, and you never know in WoT tanks, but it didn't happen. They got to the end, so I thought I'd try and see if you can get in here. You know, turns out you can. Look at that. AMX Chaffee in the mother trucking house. Nope. There we go. So, AMX Chaffee, and interestingly, a mastery badge on a loss on Xbox. It was a big game, and kind of, I guess, not super surprising, but you might think that's really low for a mastery, so 1499, which kind of seems like it is, but we did a bit of digging after this, and so the way it works with, you can't see it unfortunately because I didn't really go down there properly on the replay, but when you go into the detailed bit of the stats and scroll down to the bottom, which I don't do on this clip, but there's an extra stat there. I can't remember what it's called. When you get a loss and you get a battle hero medal, you do get the XP as if it was a win, but that extra bit of XP as if it was a win is added on separately down at the bottom right on your detailed stats, and it's not included on that number there. So you can see down the bottom right there's a number just cut off at the bottom, which presumably must have been around 700-800 would be my guess, because the mastery looked to be, no, would have been even more than that, maybe nearly 1,000, but the mastery was something like 25 to 2600 I think at the time, because I'd had 24-ish 25-ish 100 games and not got mastery. So there you go. That's why that looks like a very low XP mastery game. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. No ammo, a Chaffee game, mastery on a loss. How exciting. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. My name is Ben. We are the Beard Guys, and I'll see you next time.